Hey, it's Nathan with optionsforall.com. In this video, I want to go over our closed positions report and analysis, so that way you can better understand the positions that you've closed out of and any sort of lessons learned that you may be able to gather along the way. So assuming you have a pro account, you're logged in, you've uploaded your transactions, and you've established your positions, well then you can come over to the analysis tab right here and come into AI closed positions. So this is the report we're looking at in this video. And we get some analysis on our closed positions. We can see the closed trades, the win rate, the total P&L, average days in trade, best trade, worst trade, performance by strategy. So it breaks down the various strategies that we've used across all of our positions that we've closed, and our monthly performance. So these are the realized gains and losses across the various months. And you may notice this AI trade coach down below. We're going to come back to it in just a second here. But we also have filters as well. So if you want to look at the most recent position, so maybe when you first started trading, you did a lot of really stupid stuff and you don't want to look at those transactions, you could go ahead and pick which positions you want to look at. So I want to look at the last 50, for example, and we can just click over here. And now we're looking at the last 50 closed trades, and we can get those position results as well. You can also look at your outcome, so your wins only or your losses only, and better dive into the details. Also, if you want to do it by symbol, you could go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and clear it real quick. And what I want to click on is this AI trade coach. So what this is going to do is it's going to look at all of the closed positions that we have done. And it's going to give us actual feedback on our trades. Like what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, where it could improve, where we probably shouldn't be trading. Now, of course, all of this is for educational purposes only. AI can definitely make mistakes. And what you do with this information is 100% up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and click this button real quick. And we can see down below, it starts analyzing your trades. So this takes roughly about 2 minutes. Now, while that's running, I want to come back up here to export journal. So we could go ahead and export all of our closed positions as well. And there's a few different formats. We could do markdown, spreadsheet, or plain text. I'm going to go ahead and export it as a CSV real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up while the AI is running its analysis on our closed trades. All right, so here we go. Here's our trade journal. And it gives us all the information basically on that tab. So performance summary. So these are the metrics and values that we're looking at the top of the page. We get the strategy breakdown, so you can see the various strategies. So also at the top of the page, but instead of it being in a chart, we have, the numbers right here. And then we have all the different positions and the results. So strategy, outcome, entry date, exit date, days of trade, contracts, shares. So if your trade involves shares or anything like that, your strike price, expiration, option type, net P&L, P&L percent, cost basis, total credit, total debit, and notes. So if you've recorded notes against any of your trades, you can see all of the notes as well. So this is kind of a nice output, especially if you keep up with your notes on why you traded, what you traded, if you closed it out, etc. So that's what this export looks like, and we're going to come back to it in a second because I want to show you something else as well. But let's come and see what the AI trade coach came up with. So we'll come on down here. And so this is your options trading performance review right here. And it breaks it down for us. So we have our overall assessment. So how am I doing? The good news, the concerning news, the monthly volatility story. And you can see that it's personalized for my account. So your P&L swings wildly month to month. You made $4,599 in August, then gave back $5,229 in October. This suggests inconsistent risk management and possibly emotional decision making during drawdowns. And we get into strategy analysis, so what's working and what isn't. We have the winners, so covered calls are my moneymaker, 75% win rate. This is clearly your bread and butter. Your 4 largest wins are all IBIT covered calls, and you're capturing premium effectively on stocks you own. Then I have short strangles, perfect execution, 3 wins, 0 losses. Iron condors are underutilized, where I'm 1-0, but I only have 1 trade, so this is a missed opportunity. And then we get into problematic strategies. So cash secured puts are the silent killer that I have. Put credit spreads or danger zone. Long puts avoid entirely. We get into key patterns. So what tendencies do I see? So I'm an IBIT specialist, which yes, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. But pattern 2 right here, I let my losers run too far. My average loss is 54% bigger than my average win, so that's concerning. I had a massacre in October. I have inconsistent position sizing, my short hold times on big losses, and lessons from big trades, what I did right. So my top IBIT covered call wins, and you can see all the details. I'm not going to go through everything. I think you're getting the idea here. So lessons learned from my worst trades, what I could improve. And this is my October massacre I was talking about early. So IBIT had a massive rally blowing through your $60.50 strike. You held your shares instead of letting them be called away. And it just gives me the details. It gives me the lesson learned. Another lesson on my put credit spread loss, and more lessons like have an exit plan before entering cash secured puts. If assigned, decide immediately, hold or fold, and so on. We got specific recommendations, risk management overhaul, strategy improvements, mental game, 3-month action plan. So defense, diversification, optimization, and final thoughts right here. So it goes through my entire portfolio and gives me a bunch of details breaking down what it thinks I should look at, what I should do to improve things. And of course, if I want to only analyze, a certain number, I could do, 50 most recent positions, and maybe I want to look at SPY instead of IBIT. I only have 17 closed trades, so that's basically all of it. So if I just want to look at SPY, I could go ahead and run the AI Trade Coach on that, and it would show me results for SPY instead of my entire account. Now, if you're like, well, that's all great and dandy, I want to do like follow-on questions and things like that, well, then you can come over to ChatGPT or Grok or whichever AI you want to use, and we can go ahead and upload our spreadsheet here. So our log, our trade journal. We'll go ahead and open that up. And I just wrote out, this is my options trading journal and I need your help analyzing it. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How can I do better? So you can prompt your AI however you want. You could maybe throw in like what was generated here. So it'd be like, one AI said this stuff, so does it match with what you're seeing, and so on. So, you talk to it like an AI. But anyway, we'll go ahead and run it. For some reason, it's not displaying the visualization, but it's still going to go through and analyze the data that I uploaded. So we'll give it a minute. So here are the results from ChatGPT. I pulled the stats from your journal, 80 trades through 2025, 12/24. Here's where it jumps out. So what you're doing right, what's hurting you. So a lot of the similar stuff as the other one, but it gives you a different perspective on your trading journal. My worst trade, so you're holding to expiration almost all the time. Strategy by strategy, what's good or broken. Covered calls are my best strategy. Cash secured puts, I'm negative despite a 75% win rate. Put credit spreads is my worst. My long puts are also not doing very well, so that kind of matches already what we had. And it gives me advice for how to do better and so on. So it just gives me a different perspective. Now, since you plugged it into your AI, you can ask follow-on questions as well. So whereas on options for L, like you're given this information and that's what you're given, you can't really be like, what do you mean by this or that or the other thing? So by plugging it into your own AI, you can ask it unique questions about your data. And I just wanted to give you that idea. So you have the data and you can put it in here and you can run your own analysis on it and everything else. And so hopefully you found that helpful or interesting, or it at least gave you an idea or two. Anyway, that's it for this video. I really hope you find this feature valuable. I know it's helped me kind of identify some areas of weakness and some things I probably shouldn't be doing, but also where I'm doing things right, which is always nice to hear that I'm not a complete mess up. And that's it for this video. I hope you have a great rest of the day.